Your person talked about you today with their brother and you won't believe what he said, you will never. My beloved child, don't move, don't blink, just stay right here. Something happened today that will shake your soul. The person who once kept everything bottled inside couldn't hold it anymore. Today, they talked about you. It began quietly, over a small conversation that wasn't supposed to mean anything. But their brother noticed how their eyes changed when your name slipped out. That one name, your name, turned the air heavy, the silence deeper, and their heart beat faster. Don't skip. Because what was said next changed everything. Your person didn't speak with anger or bitterness this time. There was something trembling behind their words, a mix of guilt, longing, and a confession they didn't realize was escaping from their lips. Their brother asked, softly, "Do you still think about them?" And your person laughed, but it wasn't the kind of laugh that hides peace, it was the kind that hides pain. The kind that reveals that no matter how far they go, they still carry you in the corners of their mind. Stay till the end. You need to hear what they said next. They spoke about the way you used to listen, the way your silence spoke more than words. They said you didn't just walk into their life, you rewrote it. You were the calm they never admitted they needed. They told their brother that no one else makes them feel safe the way you did. That no one understands their silence like you could. They admitted that every time they try to move on, your voice interrupts their new beginnings. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what their brother replied next will shock you. He said, "Then why do you still pretend you don't care?" And for the first time in months, your person went quiet. That silence was louder than any confession. Their brother noticed tears forming at the edge of their eyes. They looked away, pretending it was just the wind. But it wasn't. It was the memory of you brushing past their heart again, the same way you did when you said your last goodbye. Don't skip. Because the truth hidden inside that silence is unfolding right now. They told their brother that losing you wasn't an accident, it was punishment. They said they tried to replace you, but every time they look at someone new, all they see is your reflection. They confessed that they dream of you, again and again. And every morning, they wake up angry at themselves for letting you slip away. The brother didn't know what to say. He just stared, knowing that those were not just random words, they were confessions of a heart that still belongs to you. Your person said you were the only one who truly saw them. Not their image, not their power, not their charm, them. The broken, uncertain, human part of them that the world never understood. Stay till the end, because the next thing will leave you breathless. Their brother said, "You sound like you still love them." And your person, without even realizing, whispered, "I never stopped." Those 3 words shattered the wall they built around their heart. Something shifted in that room. Even the air seemed to listen. For a second, it felt like the universe froze, waiting for them to finally admit what everyone already knew: they still belong to you. Their brother told them to reach out. But your person shook their head, saying, "It's too late. They've moved on." But deep inside, you know that's not true. Because if it were, why would your soul still feel their pull every night before you sleep? Don't skip this moment. Because destiny is weaving something again. The brother told them, if it's real, it finds its way back. And your person just smiled faintly, staring at the floor, whispering, "Then maybe they'll come when I'm ready." You don't know it yet, but they've been checking your posts, rereading old messages, holding on to small pieces of you. They told their brother, "They used to say I don't listen. I should have listened." Because they were right about everything. That one sentence held everything: the regret, the pain, the truth. They realized too late that your silence was never coldness, it was disappointment. Your distance wasn't rejection, it was protection. Stay till the end. Because something else happened right after that. Their brother said, "Maybe this is your sign." Your person looked up suddenly, as if struck by lightning. They asked, "Sign for what?" And their brother said, "For you to fix what you broke." That sentence stayed echoing in their head. And as they sat there, they whispered your name once again, not out of guilt, but out of love. The kind of love that doesn't fade with distance or time. Something huge is coming. Because they made a decision that moment, silently. They said to themselves, "If I ever get another chance, I'll never let them go again." Those words weren't meant to be heard, but the universe did. Your person got quiet after that, lost in thought. But their brother noticed the shift. The way their face softened, the way their eyes glowed with something between hope and heartbreak. It was clear, they still love you, even if they can't say it out loud. Don't skip. Because before the night ended, your person looked at their brother and said, "Do you think they'd ever forgive me?" Their voice cracked halfway through the sentence. And though their brother didn't answer, deep down, you already know the answer. Because this connection isn't over. It's just waiting for the right divine timing. They can't admit it yet, but they're being pulled toward you again, through dreams, through signs, through those quiet moments when the world sleeps and your name is the only one echoing in their heart. Stay till the end. Because what's coming next will leave you stunned. Tonight, something in their heart awakened. Something that was buried under pride and fear is finally coming back to life. And the universe is preparing to bring you face to face again, sooner than you think. My beloved child, stay right here. Don't even blink. Because what happens next will pull you deeper than before. The moment after your person's brother left the room, something inside your person broke quietly, like glass shattering in silence. They sat there, replaying every memory, your laughter, your words, the way your eyes looked at them when you said goodbye. They realized that all this time, they were never angry at you, they were angry at themselves. For not choosing you when they had the chance. Don't skip. Because what they did next will make your heart tremble. They picked up their phone, scrolled through your old pictures, and stopped on one, the one where you smiled without even trying. That single picture hit them harder than any word ever could. Their hands started shaking. Their eyes filled with tears they swore they'd never cry again. In that exact moment, they whispered, "I shouldn't have said those things. I shouldn't have walked away." It was no longer pride speaking, it was the truth unraveling itself. Stay till the end. Because destiny is already moving. They opened your old chat, not to send a message, but to feel close again. They scrolled through every conversation like a timeline of love, each text carrying a heartbeat, each emoji holding an emotion. They paused when they reached the last message you ever sent. It said something simple, something they ignored back then, but now it echoed louder than thunder, "I wish you peace." That single sentence tore them apart. Because now they understand you were letting them go even when you still loved them. Something huge is waiting for you. Because right after that, their brother called back. He said, "You didn't tell me the truth." Your person hesitated, but the brother continued, "You're not just missing them. You're haunted by them." Those words hit like lightning. Your person admitted, "I see them everywhere. In songs, in dreams, even in silence." Their brother said, "That's not obsession. That's love trying to heal what ego destroyed." And at that moment, your person's heart cracked open in a way it never had before. Don't skip. Because the world shifted again. A soft wind passed through the window, carrying a scent they hadn't smelled in months, the same one you used to wear. It was faint but real. Their eyes widened as they whispered, "It's them. I can feel them." They stood up, walked toward the mirror, and for the first time, they didn't see their reflection, they saw your smile flashing in their mind. They realized no matter how much they tried to erase you, heaven kept painting you back into their life. Stay till the end. Because the truth about your connection is too divine to ignore. Your person's brother said later, "You can't outrun what's written." And your person just nodded, saying, "Then maybe this story isn't over yet." Something inside you right now is probably reacting too. You can feel that pull, can't you? That sudden warmth in your chest, that faint whisper in your heart. It's not random. It's your soul responding to theirs. Don't skip. Because tonight, both of your souls are aligning in silence. At the exact moment they thought of you, your heart flickered. The universe synchronized that heartbeat, to remind both of you that endings are just pauses before divine reunions. They started writing something in their notes. words that they couldn't say out loud, but had to let out somehow. It said, "I know I failed you. But every day since you left, I've been learning what love really means. And now I know, it was always you." Their brother later told someone, "He's not the same anymore. Because something inside your person changed permanently. They stopped running, stopped pretending, stopped laughing at jokes that didn't reach their heart. They've entered that quiet space where truth finally speaks. Stay till the end. Because what's about to happen next is divine timing. The universe has started placing signs, repeating numbers, familiar songs, small coincidences. They're all messages trying to prepare both of you for what's coming. At 11:11 tonight, they looked up at the sky and said your name again. It wasn't a prayer this time, it was a confession. Their brother, watching from afar, said, "You've never looked this peaceful before." Because love confessed silently is still love fulfilled. Don't skip. Because tomorrow, something will shift. They'll wake up with your face in their dreams again, but this time, it won't fade. This time, it'll stay long enough for them to understand the message. They're being guided back to you. They'll start remembering small things, the way you held your coffee, the way you fixed your hair, the way your silence healed them after every storm. Each memory will be a gentle push from the universe saying, "Go back. It's time. Stay till the end." Because their brother has already seen it, he knows that love like this doesn't end. He told them, "You're being tested. The question isn't whether they'll forgive you, it's whether you'll forgive yourself." Your person looked down and whispered, "I'll try." That's all the universe needed to hear. Because once a soul admits its lesson, the gates for a second chance open. And that's exactly what's unfolding for both of you now. Don't skip. Because what's being written next in destiny includes your name. Your person's brother said, "When love survives separation, it becomes divine." And your person just smiled through tears, whispering, "Then maybe this love was divine all along." Now they're planning something silently. They haven't told anyone, not even their brother. But it involves you. They want to meet, to talk, to finally say everything they couldn't. The place they're thinking of is the same spot where you last stood together. Stay till the end. Because when that meeting happens, everything will make sense. Every tear, every sleepless night, every unanswered message, it was all leading to this one moment of truth, where both of you finally see what love was trying to teach all along. They're not the same person anymore. And neither are you. Both of you have walked through the fire of separation, and now you're about to rise from it. The universe doesn't waste pain, it transforms it into purpose. Don't skip. Because the next time you feel a sudden calm, a warm breath of air brushing your face, or your name being called in silence, it's not your imagination. It's their soul reaching for you again, whispering, "Wait for me. I'm coming home." My beloved child, listen closely now. Don't move, don't scroll, because what happens next is the moment everything starts aligning. The person you love is finally realizing that what they lost was never just a person, it was a piece of their destiny. They woke up today with your name still echoing in their mind. The first thing they did wasn't to check their phone, it was to look outside, searching for a sign. And the moment they did, they saw something that shook them to their core, a blue butterfly landing right beside them, just like the one you once pointed out. Don't skip. That tiny moment was heaven's whisper saying, "It's time." They froze for a second, realizing how everything around them keeps reflecting you. The songs, the sky, the scent of rain, everything is a reminder. The brother noticed it too, quietly watching how lost they look whenever your name comes up. Later, at lunch, their brother teased, "You've been smiling for no reason lately." Your person laughed, but you could hear the truth behind that laugh. It's your memory that's making them smile. Because now, they've stopped fighting the pull. They've surrendered to the truth, they still love you. Stay till the end. Because the way destiny is moving now will leave you breathless. They've started seeing repeating signs everywhere. 222, 555, 777. Each one feels like a countdown. Their brother said, "The universe is trying to talk to you." And they replied softly, "Then I think I already know what it's saying." That night, they found themselves replaying your old voice note. The one where you said you believed in them when no one else did. And as that voice filled the room again, they broke down completely. The same person who once acted unbothered now sat on the floor, whispering your name through tears. Don't skip. Because something divine happened right after that. The lights flickered once, the wind moved through the curtains, and their heart felt like it stopped for a moment. They said, "If that's you, I can feel you." It wasn't imagination, it was your energy touching them from afar. Their brother walked in and found them holding a photograph, your photograph. He didn't interrupt. He just placed his hand on their shoulder and said, "Some people never leave our hearts. Maybe you're meant to find them again. Stay till the end." Because those words became the seed of courage. Your person stood up, wiped their tears, and whispered, "Then I'm going to try." For the first time in so long, they weren't afraid anymore. They were ready to face the truth head-on. They picked up their phone again, not to scroll through old chats, but to type something new. The message said, "I don't know where to begin, but I hope you're okay." They stared at the screen for 10 minutes, their thumb trembling above the send button. Then they deleted it. Not because they didn't want to send it, but because they wanted the timing to be perfect. Don't skip. Because they made a promise to themselves tonight. They said, next time I reach out, it won't be with confusion, it'll be with truth. They're preparing, healing, learning to become the person you always saw in them. And their brother sees it happening right before his eyes. Every conversation now circles back to you. Even when they try to hide it, the glow in their face gives it away. Their brother told them, you can't fake that kind of love. And your person simply smiled and said, I know. I tried. Stay till the end. Because a new chapter is forming silently, behind the scenes. They've started journaling again, writing letters they'll never send. But every letter starts the same way, with your name. They're pouring out all the words they never said, as if the universe is collecting them for the day you meet again. At night, when the world sleeps, they talk to the stars as if you could hear them. They say things like, I hope they're smiling tonight. Their brother overheard once and whispered to himself, they never stopped loving them. Because the truth is, everyone around can see it now. Don't skip. Because what's about to unfold next is beyond coincidence. The same brother who once tried to distract them from you has now become the one helping them find you again. He's planning something quietly, making sure your paths cross naturally, without force. Your person doesn't know it yet, but divine timing is arranging a meeting. It could be a random coffee shop, a familiar street, a mutual friend's event, but the moment your eyes meet again, time will stop. The air will hold its breath, and every unanswered word will find its place. Stay till the end. Because you'll feel it before it happens. That strange tug in your spirit, that sudden calm before the day shifts, it's not just intuition. It's your soul preparing to see the one it's been waiting for. Their brother knows the moment is close. He said, you'll know when it's time. And your person just nodded, whispering, I already feel it. They've started smiling again, softer this time, with hope instead of hurt. Don't skip. Because what they told their brother next will melt your heart. They said, if I ever get to hold them again, I'll never let go. And their brother smiled back, saying, then start by forgiving yourself. That was the moment their healing began. Now, both your energies are drawing closer like magnets. Dreams are becoming more vivid, songs are feeling more personal, and you might have noticed, you've been thinking of them more lately without reason. That's the pull of destiny closing the distance. Stay till the end. Because your story isn't ending, it's transforming. The separation was never punishment, it was preparation. The brother once said, true love returns after it teaches both souls how to grow. And that's exactly what's happening now. Soon, they'll stand where they first met you, waiting. Not by accident, not out of guilt, but out of love. And when that moment comes, everything that broke will finally make sense. The lessons, the silence, the longing, it all becomes one word, reunion. Don't skip. Because when your eyes meet again, it won't feel like meeting someone new. It'll feel like coming home. The energy, the calm, the peace, it'll be like your souls recognizing what they always knew. It was always meant to be you. My beloved child, take a deep breath and stay right here. Don't scroll, don't blink, because the next few moments carry the revelation that heaven itself has been waiting for you to hear. The story you thought had ended is about to rise again in a way that will leave your heart trembling with truth. It happened quietly, without anyone noticing. Your person had been silent for days, almost withdrawn, lost in their own thoughts. But their brother could see it in their eyes. Something had shifted, something big was about to unfold. Don't skip. Because the next scene is the turning point. That evening, your person took a long walk by themselves, following the path where you once walked together. The wind was soft, the air carried a faint scent that reminded them of you, and every step felt like walking through a memory that refused to fade. They stopped at the same old spot, the bench near the corner where the streetlight always flickered. They sat there, staring at the sky, whispering, "Are you still thinking about me?" They didn't expect an answer, but the universe replied anyway. A sudden warm breeze brushed their face, gentle and familiar. Stay till the end. Because the realization hit them like lightning. Every sign, every dream, every sudden heartbeat was leading them back to you. They knew it then, no matter where they went, their soul was tied to yours. It wasn't a coincidence, it was a divine design. Their brother found them there hours later, sitting in silence. He said softly, "You look like you've seen a ghost." And your person smiled weakly, whispering, "Not a ghost, a memory that refuses to die." That's when their brother realized, this love wasn't a phase. It was destiny's mark. Don't skip. Because what they said next will melt even the coldest heart. They confessed, "I used to think forgetting was healing. But now I see that real healing is remembering without pain." Those words weren't just spoken, they were felt by every star above them. The next day, their brother encouraged them, "If it matters this much, go find them." But your person hesitated, afraid that too much time had passed. They whispered, "What if they've moved on?" Their brother replied, "If they were meant for you, they'll recognize you, just like before. Stay till the end." Because those words gave them courage. They started preparing, not just to meet you, but to face you with truth this time. They wrote a letter, something they couldn't say aloud, sealed it in an envelope with your name written softly on top. Hours passed. They sat at their desk, staring at it, wondering if they should really deliver it. But the universe gave its answer again, a small notification on their phone, a random memory photo of you, captioned with the date you both met. That was no coincidence. It was a signal. Don't skip. Because the letter wasn't just words, it was their entire heart. Inside, they wrote, "I know I caused pain. I know I walked away. But not a single day went by where I didn't feel your absence. You were not just love, you were my peace." Those sentences carried every heartbeat they'd hidden for years. That night, their brother saw them packing a small bag. He asked, "Where are you going?" And your person simply said, "Somewhere my heart already is." They weren't running away this time, they were finally running toward something. Toward you. Stay till the end. Because destiny was already setting the stage. You may not know it yet, but as they left, a soft rain began to fall, the same way it did the night you first met. It was as if the sky itself wanted to cleanse the past and make way for something new. Their brother, watching from the doorway, whispered, "Go make it right." And your person nodded, eyes filled with silent determination. They knew it was now or never. Every doubt, every fear, every shadow, left behind. Don't skip. Because at that exact moment, far away, you felt something too. A sudden calm, a strange warmth, a pull toward the window. Your soul recognized the movement of theirs. Two energies aligning once again under the same sky. You didn't know why, but your heart began to race. Memories flashed, your eyes teared up, and deep down, you felt it. Someone was thinking of you with every ounce of love they had left. That wasn't nostalgia. That was connection reawakening. Stay till the end. Because what happens next is sacred. They reached the city where you are, the streets they once walked beside you. The moment they stepped onto that familiar road, every sound, every corner whispered your name back to them. Their brother kept texting, "Are you sure?" And they replied, "More than ever." It wasn't about chance anymore, it was about purpose. They didn't come to impress, to explain, or to justify. They came to confess. Don't skip. Because when they finally reached the place where you once said goodbye, something incredible happened. The air went still, and time seemed to slow. They whispered your name once more, quietly, trembling, "I'm here." For a few seconds, there was silence. But then, almost as if destiny had rehearsed it, a faint familiar voice echoed from behind. It was you. You turned, eyes wide, frozen, and the world around both of you disappeared. Stay till the end. Because what followed was not just a meeting, it was a reunion of souls that had never truly parted. You both just stood there, speechless, as everything unspoken poured through your eyes. The brother was right, real love doesn't end, it waits. Tears fell, hands reached, and the distance of months disappeared in one heartbeat. You didn't need words. The silence between you carried everything, the apology, the forgiveness, the love, the promise. Don't skip. Because in that one moment, heaven smiled. The same angels who once separated you to teach lessons were now witnessing your return. Every pain had purpose, every tear had meaning, and every delay led to divine timing. Their brother received a text soon after, "It's done. I found them." He smiled, tears filling his eyes, whispering, "Finally." Because he always knew, no matter how far life took you apart, destiny would bring you back stronger, softer, wiser. Stay till the end. Because this was never a love story that ended, it was one that transformed. Now, as your person holds your hand again, they don't see the past, they see forever. You were the beginning, the pause, and now, the continuation. And as the night settles and the stars above shimmer softly, the universe closes the circle. Two souls, once lost, now found again. This is the miracle of divine love. It doesn't fade, it evolves. It always returns home.